Before we dive in here, I just want to let you guys know that for whatever reason, my GoPro camera was recording at a different setting, and that did equate to lower video quality. I did end up noticing this about a quarter into our visit, so the quality does get better, but just keep that in mind as you're watching the beginning of this video. Thanks for understanding and enjoy. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to my final Six Flags park. We're at the Great Escape today in Queensbury, New York.
It's also our final park of the trip. Sad to see it end, but I'm excited to be here. I've been here twice before, and it's gonna be super fun because now they have Bobcat. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, they just finally added a new roller coaster. It had been so freaking long since they had last added one, like 20 years or something crazy. So I'm absolutely so excited to ride it. And additionally, I've been told this is a really charming park, contrary to most Six Flags parks, and it has a lot of that storybook theming that you can see at a lot of the New England parks we've been to this trip. Even though we're technically not in the region New England, it kind of does count. And a lot of this theming should be very similar. Making our way to the front now, but this park has a really interesting history. It opened in 1954 as Storytown, USA. Then Six Flags bought the place. For the longest time, it was just the Great Escape. Very recently, only a couple years ago, they added the Six Flags branding to this park and actually officially named it Six Flags Great Escape. The location of this place is just south of Lake George, which is a popular tourist town in this area. That's because the Adirondack Mountains are nearby, which is absolutely beautiful. It's an amazing drive over. So we got 6 roller coasters at this park. Not a ton, but a decent little lineup. A couple of really cool flat rides that we're definitely gonna have to do as well. Man, I'm so pumped. This is gonna be exciting.
I love this park. I'm so excited to be back.
I absolutely love this little entry area. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna get some photos over here. Yeah, this is one of the park's newer attractions, Adirondack Outlaw. Oh my God, I've never been on anything like that, but we're definitely gonna give it a go. This looks very unlike most Six Flags parks. It's very cute around here. All the different country flags, architecture style's great.
Oh, it's good.
Hey, so excited to be at my final Six Flags.
Yeah, this entrance is so nice.
A lot of people might be wondering why he wasn't at Laron yesterday. He was doing some hiking around this area.
Yeah, so I went through like Vermont and New Hampshire and did a bunch of like some of the most popular sites and hiking stuff. Me and Mark are both into that stuff, and so if you want to watch Travel Dash at some point, go watch that as well. It's another great channel as well.
Thank you, man. I'm so excited to be here though. This is gonna be super fun. First ride of the day for us is going to be Canyon Blaster, which is just a little family coaster. It's towards the front of the park, so this will probably get a long line at some point. This opened in 2003, but it was a relocation from a couple other parks. Yeah, I've heard this is just okay, really. It does look really nice with the fresh paint, though. Off we go on this horrid-looking aerodynamics mine train. This thing in many ways does kind of look like it's falling apart. And Sam mentioned that they only repainted the section that you can see from the pathways. Like, look at the paint here. This looks terrible. And their operations, bro, I feel like I'm back at Laron, honestly. That was so bad. All right. This layout doesn't look very exciting. It's pretty slow. Whoa! Okay, it's a little bumpy, yeah. All these are. What's it doing? We got another lift.
This will take us into the section of track that's painted.
Yeah.
One section.
All right, let's see what you got in the second half. Just looks like a double helix into the brakes. That's it. It's so slow. What? Come on. Don't valley. Don't roll back. All right, now we got the fresh paint.
It's not even nice looking.
This view is great though. Whoa! Oh, this thing is so rough. Whoa! Oh, wow! How can it shake that much? That was bad. That might have been one of, if not, maybe my least favorite aero mine train I've ever been on. It literally did nothing to redeem itself, and it was rough too. Most of these, they're a little janky, but they track smoothly. That one was just genuinely so bad. I did not enjoy that.
Yeah, I didn't really enjoy that at all, honestly. It was just fine. I mean, I'm glad we got it done, but like, besides that, it's not really worth doing unless you want the credit.
That was even worse than I remember somehow. That was, it's so rough and it just like doesn't do anything.
And it looks like crap too, actually. And their operations are horrible. I mean, this line got so long, it's one train. God, it's like Laron, yeah. But I'm definitely glad to have knocked that out first because now we can enjoy all of the good things that this park has to offer. I really like this little entry plaza. We got an aero looping coaster, Steamin' Demon on the right, which I've heard is absolute dog piss terrible. Opened in 1984, originally in Louisiana, then was relocated over to Great Escape. This does not look great at all. Presentation and all. Looks terrible. This has the one loop and then the two corkscrews. I'm not excited about this one. Oh my god, it's time for one of the apparently worst roller coasters in the world. Let's see if it's really that bad. On the bright side, this view is quite spectacular. Yeah, and this is a resort, so they got a lodge over there. Pretty interesting. Here we go. Come on, Steamin' Demon. Don't be too bad.
It will be.
No! 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 Dude, it's going like 2 miles per hour. It's so rough. Oh my god, not a good coaster start at Great Escape. That's one of the worst rides I think I've ever been on, and easily the worst aero looper. How is it possible for corkscrews to be that rough? Like, I expect that from the loop and the turn, but corkscrews, it's just one motion. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's up there as one of the worst roller coasters I've ever done, honestly. It was just so awful. I mean, it's kind of funny how bad it is, but at the same time, it's also just not fun to enjoy. That's one of those rides, you get the credit, and you just try to forget about it.
Dude, that and the Mine Train, two coasters that have absolutely zero redeeming qualities whatsoever.
Yeah, that sucked. I banged my ears so hard. It sucked so bad. Okay, in 2019 I rode this. Honestly, if you want to know what I thought, just roll the clip. Honestly, just roll the clip.
Bad, 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 bad. Zero springs, horrible, headbanging, headache, everything bad. I would never ride it again.
Yeah, I was right. I was so right. I was completely right. I was not wrong. I was so right.
What did you just find?
This is a cave that takes you to another part of the park.
What in the world? It's just tucked away behind one of these abandoned rides. Oh, this is sketch. There's no audio or anything.
Yeah, it's like Silver City vibe, honestly. Silver City has a lot of stuff like this.
Give it like Six Flags. And now we've been transported to the Storybook Land. That's kind of interesting. Oh my gosh, this totally reminds me of Storyland in New Hampshire with all the theming, maybe even Enchanted Forest and Oregon type stuff. This kind of stuff is cool and really makes this park feel a little different from all the other Six Flags parks. We can barely fit into this.
This one's tight.
Oh, this one is tight. Evan, try to get down in here.
It's so tight.
What even is this supposed to be? It's a church? Yeah. Smallest church I've ever seen. That's pretty cute. It's the shoe. It's the exact same one that they had at Storyland. They do Mother Goose story time? What? That's so weird. Look at that castle. That's pretty cool too though. Nice theming and bits around the park.
Oh yeah, the fucking Storyland building next to the Dippin' Dots stand. That's the most Six Flags thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, this park would be so much better if it weren't a Six Flags and it was retained as a family park. We're gonna grab this one. We just did a boomerang at Laron yesterday. These things are so bad.
Okay, everybody give me 2 big thumbs up if they're ready to ride.
No, thumbs down. Oh no! Oh! 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 This thing reeks! This thing reeks! Oh! Oh! It's not as bad as the Laron one, but it's still bad. And backwards. Come on. Come on. Let's get it over with. Oh! Oh! No! No! Oh, that was bad. Oh my god, this park has 3 like absolutely atrocious roller coasters. Why do they have these? Just replace them with anything else.
Oh, that was so bad. It was so painful. Like a lot of these rides, you don't even like yell or scream of like happiness. You yell and scream because you're in pain the whole time. It's just, man, this park is actually not that bad as far as like the looks of it. But some of the main coasters here are just awful, man. And then the operations don't help it either.
That sucked. That was awful. I don't even know why I did it. I
Yeah, you already have the credits. I don't know why you're putting yourself through so much pain.
I've ridden that 3 times in my life now. Why? Just why?
And you have one of those boomerangs at your home Six Flags.
And my home park.
Ugh. Why there are so many of these things? Kill them all! This park actually does have its moments where it looks really, really beautiful. More so than other Six Flags parks. Oh look, there's a little canoe ride. That's awesome. A little swan boat. That's great. I'm glad to see something like that. I actually wouldn't be opposed to doing that later at some point. Oh my gosh, my spirits are lifted walking up to Bobcat. This looks so much fun. Little Gravity Group family wooden roller coaster. We literally just did Rorosaurus on this same trip. I'm wondering how this will compare. Yeah, this is the first new coaster at this park in forever, and something that they so desperately needed after just walking around and riding so many. Hey, what's up?
Hi!
After riding so many trash coasters though. Oh, I cannot wait. Literally, this thing is like a month and a half old. Look at the theming. This is amazing. This is a step way above the rest of the park. Oh my god. What also makes this a little different from all the other Gravity Group family coasters is it uses the company's new pre-cut track, which is a vertically stacked wooden track instead of the usual horizontal, and that makes it very smooth. I've experienced pre-cut sections on other wooden coasters by this company and on just other rides. They've done some retracking for other rides, and it's always so much fun. I can't wait to ride one of these with a full pre-cut section. It's gonna be so cool. Oh yeah, it's time for Bobcat. I'm so excited for this. Great Escape's newest roller coaster. Something they needed so badly. This is gonna be great. Here we are. It's happening. Woo! Yeah! Oh yeah! Oh! Woo! Oh, it's so smooth! Wow! Woohoo! Whoa! Whoa! That was such a nice family coaster. One of the best out there. Oh my god, that was so fun. That's like perfect for this park. It's one of the best family coasters I've ever been on. And shout out to Six Flags for not only making this ride well presented, they themed it up a little bit. Not only did they do that, they vouched for the pre-cut track, which just made this one of the smoothest wooden coasters I've ever been on. Honestly, that was so great. I had so much fun on that.
Yeah, that was so good. The airtime isn't as sharp as a lot of the other Gravity Group family coasters, but I kind of liked it better. It was just so smooth and graceful, and it's a lot better for like kids. I don't know, like it just made sense. It felt so nice. It was such a good ride. So good. Can't wait to do it in the back.
I'm guessing that's what this model was like designed to be, because that is a family coaster. Like Rorosaurus was almost like a thrill ride.
Yeah, that's definitely not on the level of Rorosaurus, but it's still really good. I mean, it's so smooth, almost too smooth in a way.
I love that, yeah.
Yeah, it was a great coaster, and it's perfect for this park, because this park doesn't have a whole lot of good roller coasters, and so it's perfect for this park to kind of have a family roller coaster as well as also just a good roller coaster overall.
Yeah, we're heading to Comet now.
Yeah,
I heard this has a really good 1-2 punch for wooden coasters. You've been on this before.
Yeah, no, it's really fun. It's a long ride. There's kind of some airtime. It's good. It's
yeah, this
really
is a
good.
classic. I'm really excited for this one. Another thing I'm so impressed with is Great Escape honoring their past. There's so many cool memorials around this park, and this has to be my favorite one. Home of the Alpine bobsled for 25 years. Sam, you rode this.
Yes, I rode it. It was notorious for being closed, so when I came in 2021 it wasn't open, but I did happen to get on it in 2019, and it was fun. But the thing is, you come here, there's not a good chance it's open. Bobcat will be so reliable, so good. I'm just very glad that they kept this super cool entrance and are honoring their history.
Yeah, and I assume Bobcat's a better coaster.
Yes, for
Absolutely.
sure.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, no, still, entrance is amazing. I always thought the theming was just so cool for this ride. It's one of my favorite entrances for any coaster. This coaster had a lot of history too. It was one of the few Intamin bobsleds left. Now if you want to ride, the only one in the world is in Six Flags Over Texas as Lava Bora. But yeah, it was previously operated at Great Adventure, Great America, and then eventually Great Escape. So it was at all the great Six Flags parks. It's kind of funny. But yeah, no, Bobcat was such a worthy replacement. At first, when I heard they were getting rid of this, I was a little bit skeptical because I was like, Great Escape, they're not going to add another coaster to this park. It's so neglected by the company, but they did, and it turned out so good, so I'm really happy with that, and this is a really cool way to honor their past. Just behind this cool little flat ride, we have the Comet. Thrilling rider since 1927. This is a relocated coaster from Crystal Beach in Ontario, Canada, which actually opened in 1948. Nevertheless, this has a lot of really interesting history. It actually uses some of the wood from the famous Crystal Beach Cyclone, which is one of the most notorious defunct coasters in the world. I'm so excited to do this. It seems like it has some retrack. Manufactured by Philadelphia Toboggan Coasters. Great company for wooden coasters, especially the classic ones. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Well deserved. An ace landmark plaque right out front the ride. For the longest time, this was like the only major roller coaster that was worth doing here, for enthusiasts at least. Everything else is like a clone, kind of bad ride. I'm so glad now they have Bobcat, so it's a really cool 1-2 punch. And it's a walk-on, let's go! I'm gonna be honest, I'm really excited for this. I hope it's good. And I'm wondering if I'll like this or Bobcat more. I had so much fun on Bobcat, but this layout looks great. Yeah, this is a fast lift hill. Great views of the Adirondacks from here too, wow. Oh my god, this thing is going fast over the top. Here we go! Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Woo! Oh my god, this thing is flying! Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god! This is insane! What? Why is it running like this? Woohoo! Woo! Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Woo! Oh! This is so long too! Woohoo! Wow! Oh, that was great! That was so amazing. We love this thing so much that we hopped right back onto the back.
There's no wait because they run 2 trains. Literally no wait.
Their operations on the wooden coasters here are amazing, and on everything else, they're terrible. This park is weird. It's inconsistent, but yeah, we're just gonna lap this as much as we can.
It was so bad.
Yeah, and it speeds up more at the top. Here we go! Those brakes.
More airtime in the front than the back.
Oh,
too.
definitely.
It's so weird.
That's still really good, but front is where it's at on Comet. But holy cow, that ride is so much fun. Oh my god. One of the big surprises of the trip. Comet here is absolutely incredible, especially in the front row. The amount of airtime being pushed over those hills is crazy. The back is good too, but the front really stood out to me. I mean, that made an incredible impression. And the history with this ride is so impressive too. Like, wait, actually, before you even give your review, hold my phone real quick. This is a No Limits 2 recreation of Crystal Beach Cyclone by James C. on YouTube. Go check him out. This was a real ride that this ride uses parts from. And then it did this. That was a real thing. That was literally a real thing. So it's like one of the most notorious defunct coasters in the history of the amusement industry. And this ride, it's just like the heart and soul of what that ride was. It uses so many parts from it.
Yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed it. That was surprising. I was expecting it to be like, just like, you know, you kind of do it and get done with it, like most of the old wooden coasters that are out there. But no, it was really smooth, and especially up front. I mean, it was just so fast. The pacing on that ride is insane. The airtime is just okay, but it's how fast that ride is that it's absolutely crazy. That's definitely the best ride here for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, in the front, it was like a whole different experience. The airtime, the pacing, the laterals, everything just insane. In the back, it was still so fun, but the front like blew me away. That was like better than I remember.
The back didn't seem to have that much airtime though.
Yeah,
the pacing
no,
was still
that's
great.
true. Yeah, but the ride's just so fast, especially because it speeds up at the top of the lift hill and like pushes you over. I don't know, it makes the ride
No, it's like the
insane.
lift hill boost on Tornado at Bakken
Yeah, but
at the
it's
top.
on a wooden coaster. Like, what was that?
That was crazy. It's also being very well maintained by this park. I would highly recommend checking that out if you come here. That was so fun, and that gives this park a great 1-2 punch, like I keep saying. All right, so have you seen the past couple of vlogs? You know, New England, or just this region in general, is like the king of scrambler flat rides. They put them indoors and they have all these cool theming effects, music and all sorts of stuff. The one we did at Funtown Splashtown was absolutely amazing, and even the one at Canopy Lake Park was quite awesome as well. This one's called Blizzard, and apparently it's freezing cold in there to fit the theme, which is pretty cool. You've done this before.
I have, and it was super fun, and I like how it's cold in there, so I hope it still is.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a hot day, but this is still the nicest weather of all the days on our trip.
By far.
Here we go on Blizzard.
Faster, faster,
Faster, faster, faster, faster, faster. Let's go! This guy really likes pasta, man. He really likes tacos, huh? Pasta. Oh, nice.
Oh, it feels so good.
Oh, it does. Oh, this one's fast. Oh my God! Oh! 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 The forces! Oh! Woohoo! Oh, nice. That one was so intense. That scrambler was so intense. That might have been the fastest one that we've done on this entire trip. It did have the least amount of theming though, which was a little disappointing, but it was still really fun.
It was nice because it was air conditioned there. That's the one thing. But
yeah, it's really cool.
It was definitely the fastest by far. Like, we were being squished together much more. I don't know, that was really fun. I like that.
Yeah, it wasn't the most intense though, just because it was the fastest. I feel like it just didn't make me feel as like ill as some of the other ones. Like, it wasn't as dizzy.
It also felt shorter, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, that was definitely the least themed of all the ones that we've done, but like the cycle was really fast and the air conditioning felt so good in there. So, I mean, it wasn't as good as the Funtown one, not even close, but it was still fun to do though.
It's still so much better than just having a scrambler outdoors.
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure.
We're gonna check out the Dippin' Dots here because they have a new exclusive Bobcat flavor, a wild ride of ultimate brownie batter and chocolate chip cookie dough. That sounds ridiculously good.
I'm so excited. I love Dippin' Dots. Those are like the best flavors mixed together.
See how this is? We're whipping out Food Dash for this one.
It's just that there's kind of not many brownie pieces and cookie dough pieces.
They're discriminating against Coaster Dash. I don't get it, but no, it's pretty good though. Just outrageously expensive for Dippin' Dots here. All right, we're on the back row of Bobcat. Reverse POV, the loudest lift till ever. Woo! Oh! Oh! Yeah! Let's go! Woo! Oh! I love that hill. Woo! Whoa! That is so fun. Having now done Bobcat both in the front and the back row, I feel like I can now assess the ride a little bit more and compare it to another coaster I've been on, Timber at Walibi Rhone Alps in France, which is almost identical to Bobcat. Now the difference is, Timber is actually quite a bit more intense. I'm not sure, it seems that they re-profiled some of the stuff on Bobcat because the airtime in general is a lot floatier, not as sharp as some other Gravity Group family coasters. Like we just did Rorosaurus and that was in a league of its own, that was so powerful. This I wouldn't really say is powerful as much as it is just super fun. So in that way, I think I would actually slightly take Timber still, but I do like how this doesn't have a nasty trim break at the end. That kind of ruins the finale of Timber. This is great the whole way through, which I really appreciate, and I love the pre-cut track. That is so smooth. So it's definitely a really good ride, but I think for me, Comet is still #1 in the park. That's a really strong #2. What did we just find? We're walking through a tree now, and we can barely fit. What the hell? Dude, what did we just find? Oh, okay, this is the area I really wanted to see because it's like tucked away and really hard to find. It's like a little Alice in Wonderland walkthrough. And you even have the old Storytown USA sign, which is what the park previously was named. This is so fun. It's just charming. Oh my God. I'm legitimately so nervous. But this looks so cool. Oh my God, I'm legitimately freaking out. This is so scary. 165 feet on my first Vomitron ever. This view is insane though, wow. Okay, this is fine so far, but it's gonna speed up. Whoa! Whoa, that's so crazy, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Whoa! Whoa! That's so cool! What the? Woo! This is awesome! able to get out. We're just chilling up here at the top.
We just have to sit here and wobble.
I don't even mind though, the view is amazing. Oh my god. This park's location is so spectacular. Wasn't that so cool though?
That's so scary.
That's my favorite thing in this park. That was absolutely amazing. Adirondack Outlaw, oh my god, that just blew away my expectations. This is the best thing in this park. Like, that is one of the best flat rides that I've ever been on. That was so amazing. The ride time was perfect. It was not too intense, but definitely packed in quite a bit of positive forces. The views were amazing, especially when you just chill at the top like that. And the flipping was crazy. It was so graceful. I loved it.
When we were just chilling at the top, I thought that was the end of the ride. I thought we were just gonna go down and get off. No, the ride was only halfway over.
Yeah, well, I cut the clip then. I thought the ride was done. And that was half the ride.
That was insane. I have never done anything like that, and that's
so worth it. Oh my god.
Wow.
Add that to my home Six Flags. That was,
yeah, add that to like every park.
oh my god. The capacity is not great, but everything else about that.
Yeah, that was so cool. I'm glad I did that. I was a little worried going into it because usually I don't like flat rides like that, like flipping stuff. I was a little worried about that, but the way that flips you and moves you at the same time, it's like not nauseating really. I don't know how to explain it.
It's graceful, right?
Yeah, it's graceful, yeah. And then the views up there are amazing too.
Oh, this setting is so nice.
Yeah, that's definitely like a top 5 flat ride ever for me. Like, that is unbelievable. That was so cool. Definitely the highlight of the day, honestly.
We're wrapping things up now at Six Flags Great Escape and concluding the trip in its entirety, and it's been an amazing ride. This park admittedly had a little bit of a slow start for us. Our first impressions of the place were like the really kind of ugly Six Flagsy parts of the park, and also the first 3 coasters that we did were all terrible. But as I spent more time here, I actually started to really enjoy this park a lot. I think it has some really nice bits of theming, and the park in general looks quite nice, especially compared to other Six Flags parks. Not as nice as I think some people have made it out to be, but definitely nicer than average. And the ride lineup, it's okay. I think they have a couple really good coasters, and that flat ride that we just did was absolutely unbelievable. Adirondack Outlaw, I think, is the highlight of the park, but Bobcat and Comet are also fantastic. They really just need to get rid of some of the really bad coasters here. But yeah, flat ride lineup's not bad, and the coaster lineup's decent, so it's worth coming for that alone, and the park itself was actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I'd love to see some updates here to just make it more nice and charming, probably like it once was, and just take away that Six Flags yuckiness. Like,
yeah, because I feel like Six Flags kind of ruined a lot of what made this park special.
Yeah, a lot of these things aren't maintained properly, and just a lot of it isn't as charming anymore. I would love to see like Steam and Demon, Flashback, all those just go, and Canyon Buster, like all those should just go. Get some modern coasters. That would be so cool here. I mean, it's in a really cool area, really cool location. A lot of it's really nice. I just wish the whole park was on that
That's
level.
what I felt about Frontier City, is the whole park wasn't consistently really nice.
Yeah.
Only some of it was. Yeah, but Bobcat was such a winner.
Bobcat is such a good addition. I hope this park goes in that direction.
Yeah, I kind of have like a confused kind of feeling about this park. At one point, it's like typical Six Flags where the ride ops aren't that great, and it just doesn't have a great atmosphere, and some of the coasters really aren't that great. But in other parts of the park, like this that we're standing here, is really nice and beautiful. The 2 main wooden coasters here are really good, and then that outlet, what's it called?
Adirondack Outlaw.
Yeah, that was really good. That was probably the highlight of the park, I would say. Overall, I mean, it's a nice park, but it's not anyone I'm like gonna run back to at any point. Honestly, it's not even close to like my favorite on the trip that we've done. So, but I'm glad we came, and it's still a nice park, but definitely has some flaws for sure.
Yeah, I would second that. There's just a lot of inconsistencies in this park, but overall, just as an experience, I would say it was much better than La Ronde for sure, and it's not the weakest Six Flags by any means. There's many redeeming qualities with this park that I feel like some Six Flags parks just really don't have at all. So, yeah,
I like it here. I'd
And
come back
Evan,
someday.
dude,
Yeah.
this is it for the trip.
I know, I'm so sad. This is one of those trips that's like, it was just like really relaxing and just fun overall. Like, I'm actually sad it's coming to an end. You know, a lot of trips you get done and you're like, all right, I'm ready to go home. But this one didn't really have the stresses that going to big amusement parks had. And it's just kind of fun, like going to these smaller parks, and it was good company. It was a good trip. I'm kind of sad it's coming to an end though.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to have you, dude.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm so glad I've been able to come for sure.
Yeah, I'm so sad it's over. We've been to so many cute little parks. I could do with a couple more days of this, but unfortunately it's over.
Yeah, like every stop was so worth it. What a great trip, guys.
Yeah, looking forward to more.
Yeah, stay tuned. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Next up is Europe.